Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Alex, and welcome to the Rodeo. We're back here again, and I have with me a very special guest, first time guest here, the one, the only, Simbolikk.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? What's going on?
What's up? How you doing? Who you got with you today?
Oh man, I got my homie Ness right here. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all.
Yeah. Close time friend, man. Great artist. So
Shit, how you
made
doing
sure
today,
she had to
bro?
come through. Hey man, I'm good, blessed. You know, just came back from seeing my daughter. You know,
Hey.
just enjoying life, man. Making sure I ride this ride. all the
That's
way to the
dope.
top,
That's
you know?
dope, man.
Yeah.
So 2021, man, how's it been for you up to this point?
Man, crazy, and I mean that in the best sense, bro. Because I mean, just the monumental moves I've just recovered from coming out of prison the year before this one, man. I just think that I've had a lot of blessings, and I'm trying to run with them so I can make the best out of them.
Yeah.
The next things coming in life, bro. So
Dang, you were in prison?
Yeah,
How long?
man.
How long?
yeah, I did a year.
A year.
Yeah.
Tough? Did it feel like forever? Or?
Yeah, man. I mean,
Went by
shit.
quick.
Confinement will make anybody feel, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
they don't have a sense of time, So I mean,
Yeah.
it was hard.
Yeah, I remember, when was it? Yeah, it was last night. I was watching the first time ever seen the Tupac movie.
Yeah.
The All Eyes on Me.
Yeah.
And then he was in jail, and the guy comes up to him. He's like, "Man, I could do this and that. Like you're gonna get out of here, but me, I'm gonna be here for the rest of my life."
Yeah.
That shit gave me like goosebumps, bro. Like being in prison for the rest of your life, knowing that
that's
this is
it.
where you're gonna
There
be.
is
Yeah.
no end point. Yep.
Yeah,
That's crazy, bro.
Straight up. Yeah,
Well,
no.
good to hear you're out. You're out here putting in a lot of work, bro. Dropped 2
yeah.
projects.
Yep.
We're gonna first time here, so we're gonna get into your story,
Right on.
talk about the projects you dropped, and then what you got moving forward.
Cool.
So where you from, bro?
Man, born and raised Miami, Florida, man.
Oh,
to me,
Miami.
the most beautiful city in the world, man.
Miami, baby.
Yeah, man. Shit, I moved out here when I was like 16 years old after my stepdad passed away. So, but
yeah.
that place is beautiful, bro. So I mean, shit. One day I gotta get back there for sure.
Bro, we were talking off camera how like it seems like everybody now is going to Florida, and they're
Yeah.
like Miami. All these companies, all these artists, they're all buying houses in Miami and shit.
Nah, for real.
It seems like the vibe there is amazing.
It
Partying
is.
all night
It
too.
is. It is. Everybody out there is just on that kind of lifestyle. Like if you ever go out there, you just see nothing but beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? Like beautiful views. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why most celebrities actually move out there. There's a certain vibe to it. I mean, I don't know if it's because it's a coastal city or what the case
Yeah.
may be, but I just know that you just see some big old daddies. And the view is just beautiful, man. It's just
Hell
like
yeah.
you see people succeeding. They chase after what they want. I think that's why people go to places like LA, even out here to Dallas, and even Miami, Florida, because I mean out there that's like a hub of people chasing the things that they love. So
For sure. That's BBL Central for
Yeah,
sure, right?
yeah,
Miami.
yeah.
Nah, but yeah, no state tax either. Nah, man, that's good out there.
Yeah.
But what made you come to Dallas? Why did you decide? Let me
I just
come
think
over
I
here.
need to change the environment, man. I mean,
Oh,
when
yeah.
you get it stuck in certain patterns because your mind is just getting you into that hole. I mean, sometimes you just feel like you need to get away, and so that's what I felt like I needed to do. And
So
that's-
before Dallas, Miami, you had stayed there the whole time, or?
Yeah. No, Miami was my home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My family was there. Like, I'm like third generation. My mom came from New York, and then her mom came from Puerto Rico. So,
okay.
so like my grandma didn't know no English and didn't even, what I'm saying, have a job, didn't know how to go to school and learn how to read or drive a car. You know what I'm saying? But now, like, I could see that our family's come a long way since that point. So
That's dope to hear, man.
sure.
So growing up Miami, how was it for you? How was your upbringing?
Man.
What type of kid were you as well?
it was a good upbringing. You know what I'm saying? It was a good one. Like, my parents always made sure we had what we needed. It was a struggle because of the fact that we weren't in a middle class or higher class. Obviously, anybody could go through that. And the kind of kid I was just, a kid that liked to be heard and liked to be seen, man. Like, I just felt like I had a presence to be here and to do something from a young age. And so, like, I always expressed that in some shape, way, or form, and usually typically through art, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why, like, I'm here talking to you today.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, that shows a lot how, going from, like you said, those feeling that way and now putting out music and even taking the time to do interviews like this, like it sounds like you're serious about it, because lots of people, they just be doing it just for fun type shit.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, it was like that for me for a long time. Like I picked up the pen and started writing, and I thought that this was gonna be nothing but a hobby. Like, oh yeah, I can rap, but like, man, like I'm never gonna be like one of those guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And especially since you got that, stigma that everybody's like, oh, you're a rapper. Oh yeah, like everybody's a fucking rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like you get to a point you're like, you know what, I'm not doing this for fucking you no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for fucking me, because like I feel incomplete if I don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where it got to the point where it was not just a game no more. Now it's serious.
So when did music really start taking or coming into your life in that sense?
Like in a serious aspect? Yeah. Within the last year, honestly, once I got out, I ran into my boy Chop I was telling you about when we were off camera. He came from having nothing but a camera. You know what I'm saying? He was broke, was using his girlfriend's car, and a year from that point, from shooting my first video ever without even an edit, he had his own studio media production company, like the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
in downtown, right?
Yeah, in downtown on the 15th floor. He's doing his shit. Like he's had people over in that studio, and I see that success, and it made me inspired. And that's when I understood, like, I'm here to do this to inspire people. So yeah, I have to take this seriously. Like obviously, I got a flame lit in me. I got to pass that off. So
that's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Who were your musical inspirations coming up?
Right now, Joyner. I'd say Logic, he's not coming up, but just in general, his persona in the game has just changed a lot of things. He just stood so lyrical. I like Kasky a lot. That's like one of my biggest inspirations. He signed under Cash Money.
Bro, I remember watching his vlogs.
Yeah.
Crazy dude.
Oh, yeah, that dude is nuts, dude.
It's a wild boy, but I remember like the vlogs of like him signing the deal and all that stuff. And I was like, I had never heard of this guy. But I was always, I love YouTube. I get into those YouTube black holes and shit. Clicked on one of his videos. The thumbnail kind of got my attention. Bro, I followed his story for like almost like a year and a half, 2 years, because he was such a genuine, real person.
And his aura in general was good. And like he's from Florida. You know what I'm saying? He's from Orlando. So like I could really relate to him in some ways. So I just think when I look at people like that, I see like myself, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, like, and that's what it's about, and I want somebody to do the same thing when they see me, you know what I mean? So
that's dope. That's dope. How did it feel actually stepping into the studio and making your first track?
It was nerve-wracking as shit, dude. I was scared. I was like, bro, I don't know if this is gonna sound good. I was like, I've never done this before in my life. I was 19 years old. I was young, like I mean, it took us 5 hours to record 2 verses. Like I just couldn't get over like the whole vibe of it all. But once I did, it was a wrap. It was a complete rap. So.
That shit always happens whenever like you're doing something for the first time, right?
Stutter, I mean, but you gotta fall to get up, and that's the thing. Like once I was done, I just felt good because I knew like this is just the awkward point I have to break, and once I break that, like it's all good.
That's true. The first one, that's whenever it's kind of like fuck, this and that. Because I still remember my first interview, and then you could kind of even look back on it. Bro, I'm about to hit record, and my hands just like, before I even hit record, and it's like, but after that, now it's kind of like, bro, this is fucking muscle memory now, bro. Like,
it's just, and I think sometimes things like that are just built into who we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe people have callings, and then when that calling is told, like, that's it, bro. Like, you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? You got that golden pass from God, Allah, whoever you believe in, And I believe that. It's just, you got to follow that path, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that is that it was set out for you. So, I mean, the fact that you're doing this right now is proof of that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Do you ever look back on, like, how you started as an artist and the how you are right now, like in the sense of like how much you've developed and your structure of songs and all that? Do you ever look back?
Yeah, for sure, all the fucking time, man. And sometimes I feel like I do it a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm like overjudging the shit that I do, almost feeling as if like, oh, it may not be good enough. But that's always like that battle of an artist, right? Is finding that contentness with whatever art you're creating, because it's never gonna be good enough for you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be good enough for other people, but for yourself, you're always gonna be like, damn, I probably could have done this different.
I should have done that.
Yeah, I should have done that. So
damn, that shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
So you started taking it serious, music serious, and then what would you say was your next move in the sense of like, now am I gonna do music videos? Or am I gonna lock into the studio, work on a project?
Right.
Did you already come out with the project first, or just a couple of singles?
So
how did you go? I
started with like some singles, just to kind of get the feet off the ground kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Get like my feet in the water and see how I could do this by myself without needing anybody around me. And it felt weird because I felt like I did need people around me. So once that started happening, I started creating projects so I could start doing features with people, not just singles that are just going to exploit who I am as an artist, but the kind of vibe that I surround myself with. So then I went into dropping my first project, Dreams, you know what I'm saying? And overall learning experience for that one, man, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it came down to like, I couldn't tactilize like how to drop the music. I just knew that it had to be dropped, and however I felt it needed to drop, it just came out, you know? So it's like, oh wait, hold on, I'm making 5 songs that sound like a piece of art. I'm gonna go ahead and make a project out of that. If I make one song and I'm like, there's nothing that could sound like this is individual, unique, that's gonna be a single, you know? So
I like
kind of how I
like
approach that, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man. And you know, we were talking off camera about this. Something I do here is showcase the music from the artist. What is a song that you would like to showcase for the people? That way they could hear it.
Honestly, it'd probably be "I Told You So," and I haven't even released it, man. Like I was telling you, like
unreleased.
Like yeah, it's an unreleased one, man. So, but like this is the one that released. Yeah, it shows you. You know what I'm saying? Like that view inside the person, man. And like that's what's important. Like I think mental health is a big thing, and it's always been a big thing. But right now, it's a big focus on it in the industry, especially because like you get to a certain point in this shit where you start to feel lonely, not alone. You know what I'm saying? I saw Lil Wayne just do like an interview like not too long ago, and he started talking about that. And he's like, you know, he just made a song with DaBaby, I think it was called "Lonely," and that's what it was about. It's like you can be surrounded by people, but when you start to feel that loneliness, you know what I'm saying? Like people are scared to express that. Even us as men, especially, like we're told like we shouldn't express any emotion, you know? So when that happens, you start to build up tenacity and shit. In order to express that, you got to do it in a certain healthy way, you know?
That's facts, bro. That's so true. How like you said, there's a spotlight on it now instead of just avoiding it, putting it under the rug and shit. So you know, let's put this song for the people.
Look out, it's Simbolikk. This is my single, "I Told You So," unreleased. Hear it here first on the Rodeo, Texas.
Now they're gonna say I told you so. Now you're gonna hear I should have known. Cause you showed
Kiko,
who you were.
this is your name, Kiko?
And now I'm hurt. Now
Hey yo, Wavy, where you at, nigga? Yes, sir.
Never thought I'd see you step out my life. The anger that I have grows steadily through the night. It ain't right saying that you pregnant, but it ain't mine. Guess all my wounds will heal, cause pain's time. Lately I've been hurting cause I've been seeing all past. Used to slow down time, but now it's moving too fast. Now it's moving too fast, yeah. How these things start, sometimes I wonder how they end. I always kept it real, so why'd you have to pretend that it's something that you really wanted? Now I laugh at the thought of you getting left behind often. Like damn, how could you stoop so fucking low? You just wanted to fucking was too hooked up on the blow. Like they don't even know if you had a fucking soul. You sold it off for the snow. You did me so dirty the devil wouldn't go to the lengths, but you weakened all my strengths. I gotta say thanks, cause you know I know the game. That you can run when you hide behind somebody who ain't really you. Cause you were really sorry. Try to run game like Atari, getting caught in the web like Safari. She crazy with cum laude, but always yelling loudly. Bitch, why you yelling so loudly? Just always yelling so loudly.
now they're gonna say I told you so. Now you're gonna hear I should have known. Cause you showed who you were. And now I'm hurt. Now I'm hurt.
Never thought I'd see you step out my life. The anger that I have grows steadily through the night. It ain't right saying that you pregnant, but it ain't mine. Guess all my wounds will heal, cause pain's time. Lately I've been hurting cause I've been seeing all past. Used to slow down time, but now it's moving too fast. Now it's moving too fast, yeah. Didn't even get to know each other before it started. You really thought I was dumb, but now you look retarded. It's like your energy brought out the darkness, always arguing about who was started. I should've never called you, and so you answered. You remind me of a cancer, made your boy just want a chance. And so you took this heart and you ripped it. And all the shit you said, you cannot take it back. This ain't the corner store, fuck off, always asking for a back. And mild, I know this sound a little wild and hostile, but tell me what you would do when a person you love fuck you over and try to tell you they love you. Defecating your character, acting like they above you. Yeah. And so it's fuck you. And so it's fuck you.
Now they're gonna say I told you so. Now you're gonna hear I should have known. Cause you showed
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot in that song for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
bro. How did that come about?
I got stuck in like a mental pattern at a young age of, trying to coax a lot of things that happened with my mom as a kid, with being in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, they talk about mommy issues, man. Like, shit, they don't know the half of it, bro. Like, I just always search for that like real love from like a female, bro, and like, I would find it in the worst places. You know what I'm saying? So, like when that shit would happen, dude, like. I would take this mental note, like, hey, bro, like, I can't do this again. And it would just consistently happen. I almost created a character out of the person I kept on drawing myself to. And that character, I despise so much to this day. And I give nothing but love. But that character I created in my mind is something I think a lot of us run into. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's hard to run away from it because you cling on to that pain that person's feeling and that you're feeling. And so I think when you feel that, you want to express that. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about, like, how that shit fucked you up, because everybody has their side of the story, and then if you don't get to tell yours, then you feel fucked up about it. So that was my way of telling my side of the story. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro. Like you could hear the pain in the music, bro. Like that. Some people they'll make a sad song. It's no sad song, but like you could hear the pain. From the lyrics of what you're talking about to like the way that you emphasize certain things, like for sure.
No, for sure, man. Yeah, I think that's what it's about too, man. Like, being able to genuinely depict what you're feeling in that moment, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way people are going to truly relate. You can say whatever you want on a song, man. I used to write verses every day and people would just be like, oh yeah, that sounds
cool.
good. Like, but once I started, like, then they're like, oh shit, fuck, bro. Like, I feel you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people, they do the same thing.
And this is, are you going to release this as a single or this is going to be in a new project?
It's going to be a single for sure. Yeah, gotcha. It's going to for sure be a single. Yeah.
And for this new project, would we expect more of like, more pain or more like sad or what would you
Honestly, this one's going to just be more on like reflection. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, reflection, just looking back and being able to like kind of like be aware of where people have come from and where they're going, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's really where I'm trying to aim for, you know what I'm saying? It's just the idea of like take a step in the mirror, bro, before you start looking anywhere else. So
that's facts.
Yeah.
Shit, sometimes, that's something people like to avoid.
Yeah,
reflection.
Oh yeah.
It's so easy to just be like, nah, fuck that, bro. I ain't trying to deal with my demons. Fuck that, Yeah. And then you see people, they get into certain things, just to avoid, like you said, the reflection, looking into the mirror.
Yeah.
And dealing with what's going on inside. Yeah,
the greatest people were created out of those situations, man. I think it's a turning point for people, man. Yeah. Like, and obviously we're talking about a metaphorical mirror, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like that mirror in itself is one that, many greats have told you to look into, fucking Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne did it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they did that. They looked themselves in the mirror. They were able to understand the darkness in them and what made them great and be able to kind of coexist with those things without it hindering them, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's really all it takes, bro, is just look in the mirror, know what the fuck you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you know you fucked up, just know you fucked up. What are you going to do about that? It's really up to you. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts right there, man. So, something I wanted to ask from the start also was, how did you get your name?
Simbolikk.
Did you give yourself that name or somebody gave you that name? Or
Man, all right, so it's a combination of the two.
Okay.
Simba was how it started, like from Lion King. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, can't have that name. Trademark, there's a whole legal
Damn,
issue.
for real?
Can't do that. Yeah, can't do that.
We own everything.
Disney can't get a piece of this, bro. Like, so eventually, I just kind of took Simba on as a nickname. My baby mama actually gave me that nickname as we were young. We kind of just had like this vibe, like we were kind of like Simba and Nala. People would tell us all the time. So I just kind of acquired that nickname. After a while, I started noticing that the things that I would say were like double entendres and like triple entendres, not even in just music, like even in life. Like I would speak things and be like, bro, like low-key, I had like a hidden meaning behind that. So I was like, man, maybe I like just live symbolically. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
And so I was like, bro, honestly, Simba sounds like symbolic. Hey, bro, like I'm symbolic than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it stuck. And like the actual word itself is just such a true representation of life in general, I think, like even in all the holy texts that we read, all that shit. I mean, I'm not going to go into all that, but it all goes into, symbolism. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that good thing it worked out, bro. From the nickname growing up to like the word, like it seems like it's meant to be.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it, honestly.
And it was like, you could have got any nickname. In Simba and then now Simbolikk.
Yeah, straight up.
That's crazy, bro.
That's how it happened.
Shit, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So, what do you think really separates you from everybody else out here trying to make it? Because it seems like every day there's new artists popping up. You know, what do you bring to the game?
Just genuinity. I said this in like my last interview too. It's the ability to like be real while you're doing what you do. And it's not real in the aspect that people are projecting it today. Like, it's the aspect of just being who you are without any fear or caution behind that. You know what I'm saying? And I think the industry thrives off that. Honestly, like, I'm not gonna sign to no fucking label, bro. Like, and you could keep this file for as many years as possible. Ain't nobody gonna be able to say, "Oh, Simba did sign." Like, no.
Next
bro.
year and shit.
That shit ain't happening, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, you gotta come with some real, like, lead me to my individuality type shit for me to even think about putting that pen to the paper, because I've just heard so many stories from the people that I'm influenced by. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jordan Lucas talks about how he got fucked over his first 60 G's. You know what I'm saying? Investing in a fucking manager and shit, bro. Like, Hobson, one of my favorite artists, got fucked by Warner Brothers and 2 other labels. You know what I'm saying? You get to a point where you're like, all right, bro, I'm gonna study what they did, bro. And if they're telling me that it's a no-go, then it's a no-go. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, some of these people got immaculate deals in the world. I ain't gonna fucking turn down no labels like they're fucking trash or nothing. Like, some of my favorite artists are signed to labels. But I think individually as an artist, my lane's just an independent. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
The vibe you're
with. Yeah,
with.
that's it. Like, that's all it is. Like, I just want to be able to be the entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, of myself, and know, like, ain't nobody gave me the handout to get to where I'm at.
Do you think it's also like the type of artist that you are, in the sense, like, you know, like you mentioned Hobson and you mentioned Joyner.
Yeah.
It seems like they're not no bullshit type artists. You know, they don't really, you know, are gonna play the politics. Like, you know, it seems like somebody who's more like shaking hands, kissing babies.
Yes.
The media or the labels will push them
that
heavy.
shit. Yeah,
bro,
push that shit hard as fuck.
because they're willing to.
Do whatever,
you know.
bend over.
No, yeah, they really are. No, they really are. I mean, dude, it just comes down to the fact that, like, they know if you have a talent, are you willing to sell it? That's why the joke "sell your soul" goes around about the Illuminati, bro. Because like, people walk around, they understand it's not selling your real soul. You're just selling your morals of who you are as a person. Like, because you know, at the end of the day, you wouldn't have signed this if there wasn't $250,000 attached to it. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have signed that. You only signed it because of the $250,000. That shit could say that you have to suck dick for a year straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're just like 250 grand. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Damn, that's crazy. Because yesterday I was watching a live stream. Damn, they're probably thinking like, damn, this motherfucker, all he does is watch TV and shit, watch movies and YouTube videos.
Hey, information comes on that shit, though.
But Russ, it was a live stream.
That's my dog. I love that dude, bro.
All live stream from Russ, and he talked about that, how like he's competitive. He loves competitive and putting out the best music. But now the industry is not about the best music. It's about like who's gonna shake hands and kiss babies type shit.
Yeah. It's literally political. Like, you were so right. That is what politics is, in the sense, like, right? It's like who's putting up the most money and making their face out there the most. You know what I'm saying? Eminem, he said himself, the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, like, I stopped going to the Grammys. Like, I stopped because it wasn't about who was the most talented and who was making the best music. And he knew that. And because he knew that, he was like, every invitation he got, he was like, you could fuck off. Because he's like, I can understand losing to Kanye West, but then he loses to like Billie Eilish. You know what I'm saying? This girl been in the game like 2 years. This dude been in the game fucking 20 and done had platinum records sell back to back for years. And lose to this chick, like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like, the industry will fuck you over without even blinking an eye. He's just lucky he had a homeboy who was tied the fuck in that is dope as shit, Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? That's where he came up at. Was like, he's like, you know what? Dr. Dre ain't gonna make me act like a fool and sell my soul. Like, I could do whatever the fuck I want with Dr. Dre.
Facts.
And that's why, that's why he do it.
Yeah, it brings it back to the point of like you said, you know, the morals and what you're willing to do and stuff like that. Because, you know, like you said, if you're willing to be a puppet, bro, there's no problem, man. You know, you'll get all the money, you'll get this and that. But at the end of the day, are you happy with that situation? You know, do you always have to wake up and put that mask on? You know, are you really living your real life?
And that leads into the mental health that we were talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, because you get to that point where you're like, wait, am I even me anymore? Like, you know
empty.
what I'm saying? I ain't even been in them shoes. I ain't gonna act like I have, bro. But like, I can only imagine being somebody that you don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is something that I've never been. But if you were to be that person and have to do it, man, dude, I feel bad, bro. Like, I don't even mean that in a weird sense. Like, I just mean it sympathetically. Like that shit's shit sucks,
Damn,
bro. Like,
that
you
sucks
wanted to
for
chase
you,
the
bro.
dream, bro, and like now you stuck looking like a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's how Tekashi got all fucking tied up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at first, like he wanted all that popularity. Now look at him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, shit, bro. I just wish I could have gotten a job at Kroger. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
And then now even like that, like living in fear too, looking over your back and shit. Like, damn, bro.
All day long. Because people do some shicey shit for money, bro, and to just have their freedom. Obviously, I mean, shit. I ain't gonna lie, dude. I mean, I don't know his situation personally, obviously, but I do know for a fact that when you do some shit, like my mom always told me, you make the bed, you lay in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like he made his bed and he didn't want to lay in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it just came down to. You know what I'm saying?
Get me out.
He's like, he said, I didn't make it right. Like,
so for you as a new artist, you know, how do you really stay motivated? You know, because sometimes even me making podcasts and stuff, and sometimes I'm like, damn, this podcast is gonna fucking hit.
Yeah.
And then I release it, it's like, eh.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes I feel like artists could relate to that because like
for
they
sure.
think how,
For sure.
damn, this song is gonna take over.
Yeah, every single thing that we will ever create as people, bro, will always be the best thing to us. Every single time. Like, every single time we're done with something and it's new and we've learned something new from the last one, we're always gonna feel like this is it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Michael Jackson album, like, but at the end of the day, I don't think that's why you do it, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, that feeling is good when it does happen, but the anticipation of that feeling in itself will cause that mental setback, I think, at times. So, like, I even have to check myself. Like, when I make a song and I'll be like, man, bro, like, I have a feeling about this, but I have to also look at the sense of, like, okay, if it doesn't, how am I going to feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I going to feel? Because that's disappointment. You know what I'm saying? You're leading yourself to disappointment if it doesn't work out. So I think that you should have expectations at the lowest, but hopes are the highest. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Because that's where I be at. Like, I'd be like, damn, bro, I have high expectations and high hopes. And then I'd be like, damn, why do I feel sad and happy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, shit, like, I'm happy I made the song, but shit, I'm not happy the way, like, I got, like, results off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's because my expectations were as high as, you know what I'm saying, my hopes.
Yeah, the dopamine was ready to take off, and it did it.
Like,
And
like,
you're
yeah.
fuck,
Yeah,
bro.
halfway in, about to nut, she's like, oh, my dad's calling. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck. Yeah, that's a good way to put it for sure.
Yeah.
What's your favorite track you've ever made up to this point? Because, you know, we don't know if tomorrow you make another one, but like up to this point,
Yeah.
for you, what's the favorite track you
Really, release or not release?
Shit, your answer, man. I'm not gonna hold your
It'd be you. It'd be called You. It's a song called You. I'm sorry. We just recorded it like maybe a week ago. Just finished it today actually, and fucking it has to do with the mental health of a toxic relationship. So it's along the sense of what we just heard, but more so like getting advice from a friend. You know what I'm saying? Who potentially may or may not be fucking your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And how they would kind of approach that situation.
Both of you on the track, or
yeah, it's the first like skit we've done. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's a little different. We definitely stepped out of our comfort zone.
Yeah, it's like telling a story, you know, like I'm calling her, you know what I'm saying, letting her know, hey, like, you know, I think this bitch is doing me dirty, you know what I'm saying, XYZ, you know what I'm saying, she answers, she's like, hey, I think you tripping, but hold on.
And you guys have made a lot of music together? I saw Breakfast, was it Breakfast?
Yeah, Breakfast, they had the video,
Yeah.
bro, that shit was actually pretty clean, dude, honestly, and like, see, those results weren't as good as I thought they would be, but at the end of the day, like, I know that's a fucking masterpiece, bro. Whenever this shit pops off, like, I know for a fact people are gonna look at that video and be like, what the fuck, bro, I can't believe haven't seen this.
Like
And
years
shout
ago,
out,
it was
yeah, shout out Chop, man, shout out Discover Studios, they did their thing with that one, bro, but that video in itself, I think encompasses, like, just the artistry of what we do, bro, like, cause, you know, it's easy to sit in front of a microphone and rap, you know what I'm saying? And no shade to nobody, bro, for real, because I do not want the smoke. But anybody who goes out with the, like, just, you know, waving a gun around and some money, bro, like, that ain't true artistry to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? To me, you know what I'm saying? To other people, it may be, that's cool, you know, hate.
I was about to say,
me,
probably like the first people that did it, you know, because nobody else was doing it. But now it's like everybody
it's
has.
Like a recurring factor. So, I mean, don't
it
get me
loses
wrong.
kind of like
exactly. When you do something for so long, so many times, eventually it gets old. Like, that's just life. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to evolve and change and adapt.
And
you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And so, like, that's how I think, like, nowadays songs don't last longer than 5 months. I was just talking about somebody about this, bro.
No,
like 5 months, like, it'd be like, oh, this song's hard. And then, like, 5 months later is another song. Back in the day, bro, you had hits from the Beatles and shit like that. They would last bro, to this day, they're still bangers, bro. You know what I'm saying? it's like music like that doesn't get made anymore because of the idea that everybody gets stuck in this loop of what is this dude doing? Oh yeah, it's working for him, it'll work for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, oh yeah, he just twisted up his dreads and dyed him. Like, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Do you feel like streaming?
Hey, he's a bummy.
Yeah.
He's a bummy.
Hold on.
Polo trap.
But honestly though, like the trends of the things that happen are okay. People can follow trends, like that's fine. Like, but when it comes to a point that you literally duplicate an artist, like from the look all the way down to the sound, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, it's cool to like be influenced and do some shit because somebody else did it. Like, Caskey influenced me to get my neck tatted. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Yeah. But like at the end of the day, like if you try to duplicate yourself as that person, it becomes obvious that you are not genuine. You know
that's a good way to put it. Like you said, it's a difference whenever you get influenced by somebody, or you literally are just copying like them. You said.
Yeah,
so
straight up.
Damn, did that shit hurt, bro?
Man, hell yeah, it hurt like a bitch. But it only hurts in certain areas that people wouldn't expect, like under the neck and like under the chin. But that throat, nah, I don't feel nothing, bro. Like honestly,
fucking Post beat me to it. I was trying to get the fucking like the bull.
The bull that he had.
Bull head, but. I'll see if I get it.
Hey, do it, bro.
Because the rodeo, I got to, bro.
It's the rodeo.
But everybody says.
What's up? You got some ink or what?
Nah, not yet.
Damn, bro.
I'm trying to get my left, and I'm trying to get my neck.
Bet.
But everybody says the neck hurts a shitload, or like sometimes in the bones, right? Like
bones hurt, yeah. Bones hurt anywhere. Like sensitive areas like the armpit, like fucking anywhere that's soft, and like bones are definitely a bitch, like for sure. I mean, you're talking to a bony guy. You know what I'm saying? Like my shit, 99% of the time hurts like a motherfucker. So, but it's all good, man. That's the point of getting them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just about the art; it's about the pain that you have to suffer to get to it. You know, it's like to me, it's like a. You know, anything in life, a battle isn't going to be easy. You got to go through the pain, right? You got to go through it. What is it? The no pain, no gain. Don't want to sound cliche, but that's the truth, you know?
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So you've been here in Dallas for what, 2 years you said, or how long?
Yeah, no, longer than that, man. I've been in Texas since I'd say like 6 years, 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it's totally.
So, you know, what are your thoughts on the Dallas-Fort Worth music scene? What do you like? What do you don't like? You know, what can we do better overall?
I think... I fuck with the Dallas music scene, honestly, because like we created our own sound here. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I may not be one to exploit that sound myself as an artist, but I do support it and I do like it because that is individuality and that's how you do it. Yeah. I do believe that a lot of people, they start to get the wrong ideas that, you know what I'm saying, trapping is the way to make it. Like, yeah, bro, it works for certain people, but like if you ain't in the position where you are already getting paid $1 million or like fucking even $100,000 a day, then just stop, bro, because you're going to end up locked up or dead, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I get some people get stuck in certain situations. I'm a felon, but I got a job, you know what I'm saying? Like a 9 to 5. And you know what? That don't work for everybody. But I think that people really need to get out of this mindset that you got to rob, steal, sell drugs and all this shit to get cool and big, bro. Like that shit ain't cool or big, like at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes my issue is like, the repercussions whenever you know you're in that life and then you know repercussions hit because it's a bad situation and then you're like, oh, I don't want to be in this life anymore, bro.
Straight up.
But it comes with the game, you know. If you want to play that game, bro,
it's a gamble. And life is a gamble. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the biggest things that got me locked up was that I saw everything like it was a gamble. At some point, I was like, you know what, bro, like. This is a chance I could take and I'll be fine, you know what I'm saying? But little did I know what I was risking on the other end was my daughter, you know what I'm saying? My family relationship, like my ability to get job, bro. Like all this shit you're putting up to risk, but you don't want to see the risk. You just want to see the reward, you know what I'm saying? As most people, they don't want to see the risk. They don't want to see what they could lose because they're too busy worried about what they could win in that sense. You know what I'm saying? You
fast like, money and shit.
Exactly. Like, but I mean, it's cool. Like, I get it. Like, you know, I mean, some of our greatest rappers made it trapping, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna hate on them, bro. They did what they had to do, bro. Like, and I get it. And like, not everybody is blessed in that way, though. And that's how I feel. Like, I feel like it's only certain people that are gonna get away with it, but it's rare as fuck to slip through them cracks like that. You know. I mean, shit, Lil Baby, he got paid fucking like $10,000 a fucking week or some shit by Young Thug to get out the fucking neighborhood and trap, and so he could just start making music, you know, because he knew he's like, bro, you ain't gonna do nothing out here. I could sign you, and the minute you get caught with a bag or fucking get shot, bro, like that's it for me, bro. I lost my investment. You know? Like
you said, sometimes God has a bigger plan for certain people. You know, sometimes, you know, they might get into it and this and that and be doing it, but like sooner or later something's gonna happen for them to get out.
Yeah,
because God has a bigger.
Because God has a bigger plan, and that is the truth. Like I said, man, I do believe that some people have that, bro. They have that. They have that fucking just ultimate blessing over them, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's not to be taken for granted, though. You know?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, they take it for granted. Like, you know, there's people that get caught on petty crimes coming up, and then you know, God blesses them, tells them, hey, man, like, you know, get out, you good, and then you know, turn right back around, do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you're gonna run out of chances. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna run out of chances. You know, I mean.
Yeah,
that's just how I feel about that. I come from a family of crime, bro, and drug use. You know what I'm saying? So I already know, like, you know, I've seen the repercussions in my life, in their life, and I've seen it in friends. You know what I'm saying? People around me, all kinds of shit, and it gets to a point where you get kind of sick and tired of it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, bro, you got to push a different message and help these people. That's what I'm trying to do. You know, is just try to help people, and that's why I like J. Cole so much too. That motherfucker right there will tell people straight up, bro, like, this ain't the shit you got to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got to do this no more, bro. Like, you good. Like, him and 21 Savage are probably best friends because of that. You know, because 21 was probably really living that shit, you know what I'm saying, before he met J. Cole. And J. Cole was like, hold up, bro, you doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing a lot. Like, chill.
I was watching the Young Thug interview, and they asked him about that, how 21 and him didn't get along because they were from different sides. Yeah. And then they went to prison. They became friends since then. And he was like, yeah, man, you know, I just couldn't kill this motherfucker. And, you know, we ended up going to prison. Cool dude. He was a cool dude. Yeah. But they hated each other because of the size. But like you said, the repercussions are there. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, it could be just the area you live in, this and that. But like, you got to know how to move. And that's what I'm also thankful for. Like, me growing up, like, it wasn't the best area, but even the people that were doing certain things, they were kind of like, you know, it seems like you're taking school serious. It seems like you're doing this or that. Like, you ain't got to worry about this, bro. Like, you know, stay out the way type shit. Yeah. You know, I saw shit and this and that, but like, they were the ones that are like, nah, don't worry about this, bro. Like, this you got bigger plans than
that's
doing
good,
stuff
dude.
Like this.
And you know, I mean,
and I thank those people. You know,
that's cool, bro. That's dope as fuck. Cause like, I think a lot of people, they don't have that. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that out. And you know, we talk about God, and I love the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he gets brought up in conversation because I give all glory to him, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that there are angels that walk amongst us, and they're in human flesh, bro. You feel me? Sometimes, and they don't even know it half the time. You know what I'm saying? I done had people save my life just by talking to me. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe that shit like that happens, where like, you get in a point in your life where God's like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send a soldier to go get you out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like, I think about it sometimes, you know, it's like, you know, that person could have easily been like, oh, look at this guy, he could just crash out for me or some shit like that. But like, straight up, you know, for him to be like, you know what, bro, like, nah, it's not even worth it for you. Take it different path, this and that. So you know, I'm thankful.
Yeah, that's
for
good,
sure.
Man. That's what matters.
So have you worked with other, you know, bringing it back to Dallas? Have you worked with other artists in Dallas?
Right now, man, like, I've actually worked with a lot of artists that like are close to me in Dallas, like that are actually essentially close to me. I have a dude, Lowski Dope. He's coming up. He's about to come out with a project and shit. He's a little older than I am right now, but that fool, right, dude, he's got something, bro. He's got some talent. And obviously, me and Ness, we're really just trying to come at it to where we have like a collective that can outburst. You know what I'm saying? It's not like pushing one or the other more. It's more so pushing the collective that we have like being constructed at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe, like, bro, we is stronger than me. You know what I'm saying? I believe, like, two heads are bigger than one. Teamwork makes the dream work. You know how that shit goes, you know? I mean, yeah, like, you could put somebody as the face, but at the end of the day, that's always going to cause problems. Man, you know Eminem, D12, right? Yeah. Fucking, they don't even know the name of my band. Like, I don't want that, bro. Yeah. Like, I want everybody to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things, bro. Like, I don't feel like anybody deserves more clout, money, attention than anybody else. I just think that if we put it in the work, we all deserve to eat.
Yeah, and it's a good point. It's a good point that you bring up, because especially once you find those people with the same drive and passion, bro, you know how freaking rare that is. Because like, even whenever we started our podcast, me and the guys, you know, it was 7 of us. Yeah, it was 7 of us, and now it's only 3. Yeah. And it's because like, sometimes people don't have the same dreams as you, the same drive, the same passion. And if you find those people, bro, like, you know, like you said, you just building. Yeah. It's so easy, you know, instead of just you doing, there's only so much you could do.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the fucking truth. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Russ is one of those people that I look up to, man, and he is probably the only artist, like I say, really motherfucking did it himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Without any fucking help. Like, that's the only dude, bro. I have not seen anybody like come up in the game and just be like, oh, bro, like I don't need no fucking producer, I don't need no features, I don't need this or that, bro. It's just me and the cameraman. That's it, bro. That's it.
But like fucking writing, mixing, producing, engineering,
bro, all on his own.
All that's crazy, bro. Because like even me now, getting into like editing and stuff like that, bro, it's so tedious. So imagine like you know, engineering and everything, producing.
The amount of time, attention span it takes, bro, energy, stamina, endurance, bro, is impeccable, dude.
Because like even beforehand, you know, I would hear him talk about this, you know, whenever I was, you know, kind of like a noob with the music, I would hear him like, whatever, bro. But like now that I see what goes into it, it's like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fucking work. Like, see, me personally, I don't produce, like I don't make beats, but I'll mix and master art tracks all day long. Like I'll do that shit all day long, because to me, like messing with a vocal is what my lane is. Like I'm a vocalist, so I can fuck with a vocal. Making beats wise, I'm like, shit, now I'm changing my whole mentality to something else. I'm gonna have to sit there and do this for like fucking 4 hours. By the time I'm done, I ain't even want to write a verse, dude. Like, you know, so that's why I personally decided I didn't want to go into producing, at least not yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a very like multifaceted human being, so like I believe that I could do many things. But like at the moment in my life, at the moment in my life, I feel like there's just like this amplification on what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, moving on to the next thing will come as it may. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, that's lucky of you, bro. Because I'd be the fucking, I have to focus on one thing for me to function correctly. Because like I'm like, I gotta master this one. Because you know, I get distracted so easy.
But hey, it's a good thing to be that way, because when you do focus, you hyper focus though. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like all your focus is in the one thing, and you're always gonna come out with something great because of that. You know. So
that is true. Yeah. So what can we expect moving forward from you? Whether it be music videos, singles, projects, anything like that.
So recently, I've actually been working on a whole bunch of different projects. Like I got Ness coming out with a project. She's got My Energy coming out. Then I got like Lowski Dope. He's making his project. It's gonna be Days Like This. And I got my project. But then we're gonna make a collective project called We. It's gonna be called World Enlightenment. It's gonna be all of us on that project. We're thinking like a Young Money kind of vibe. Like everybody just in on it. Doesn't matter who's on whose song, but we're gonna make it collective. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're really trying to aim towards. Is kind of like stand everybody apart, but then keep them close together at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So
and time frame wise, what are we looking at? Top of the year or by the end of this year?
Oh, definitely. Like I expect We to be out definitely by January, for sure, without a doubt. Like I'm thinking late December, like Christmas gifts. You know what I'm saying? So
dope.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, that's what's up, bro. It's good to have a good team. You know, it's like sometimes they motivate you whenever you don't have that motivation.
Yeah, that's what breakfast was. That's how it was built. I mean, I seriously woke up out of bed because we lived together. Woke up out of bed. He's like, "Hey, bro, come on. I just laid down this verse. Come on, I need your verse." I'm like, "Bro, I ain't even run the sleep out of my eyes." I think I even said it in the song, bro. Man, hopped up out of bed. Simba said, "Time to get to work." Like, all right, let's do it, man.
Literally how it went down.
Literally how it went down. It wasn't even an exaggeration.
For real.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what's up though. Like, it's good to build that, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like here in Dallas, sooner or later, the spotlight will come to us. In the sense of like how you know we see Detroit blowing up like crazy. We see Memphis blowing up.
We all have the times, bro. I feel
sooner or later,
and it's gonna happen. And I believe that. I believe that because, like I said, we made a unique sound, bro. Like we did, like with people like fucking Yella Beezy, like you know what I'm saying, at the front, Trap Boy Freddy even. Like I fuck with his music. Like like I said, conceptually, I may not fuck with these artists, but when it comes to the music and how it sounds, bro, I'm always gonna be able to say, hey, like this shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like it's art. It's dope. It's beautiful. I may not agree with your message, but I love your music, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So that's how I really feel about that kind of shit. And like I think that we are really in the lane to where we could become, because we're literally growing as population, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if that's the case and we become another sort of LA, then bro, that time is coming way sooner than we think, you know?
Especially here with Texas, bro. We have everything from, we got Houston, we got Austin, we got San Antonio. We're a huge major market, bro. And sooner or later, bro, the spotlight has to be on us. And we just got to be ready to perform.
Just be ready to perform when it comes. Exactly.
You know, I feel like, you know, rest in peace to Mo3 and, you know, the whole situation with Trap Boy and Yella and stuff. But I feel like the new generation is kind of bubbling and ready to just take off.
No, they are, dude. And that's the thing. Like I said, man, a lot of the messages that were being portrayed actually create what it is that caused the pain to make the sound we made.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, like, I think, you know, we just talked about it. God makes things happen in weird ways, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I think is doing for Dallas. It's like, you know, like, this is a lifestyle y'all have lived for so long. Now it's time for you guys to be understood for it, you know what I'm saying? Why is it that it is like the way it is? Speak your message about it, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I think people are doing. And that's what matters, you know what I mean? I mean, that's what Tupac stood for, is just speak your reality, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you live, then, you know, speak that shit.
You.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Man, L.A. or Miami or both.
Both, yeah.
Or both, you know. And with family all around me, man, happy as fuck, eating shrimp, steak, and lobster. Fucking in the back of my pool, man. Honestly, I just want to really be at the point where I'm making what I love a constant income. You know what I'm saying? A constant income to where I'm comfortable. I ain't got to worry about nothing. And people that are listening to my music are taking good messages out of it and becoming inspired, bro, and actually, like, changing their lives, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really where I want to be 5 years from now. I want to get messages from people saying, man, like, your song saved my life. Like, I don't know what I would do. Like, you know, I hear people go through that, and I'm like, bro, I want that. Like, I want that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I want. That's more than the money. That's more than the fame. That's more than any of the shit that these people think this shit brings. That is what matters. Like, at that core space right there is how you affect your fans, you know?
Damn, that's such a good point, and that reminds me. I was talking about this with somebody on the last podcast. It was like how Kid Cudi, you know, affected literally so many people. You know, if you're 25 and younger, bro, Kid Cudi probably touched you in a certain way that you're like, damn, bro, those battles I was going through as well. Type shit.
Definitely. And that's, I mean, even.
But that feeling, like, you know, as a fan, you're just like, damn.
Yeah, you know? No, straight up. And I think that's, you know, what a lot of artists that are successful, that's what they achieve, you know? That ability to just kind of, like, be able to empathize with people and have them empathize back, you know? So, I mean, he definitely paved the way for that. That's one of my influences as well as Kid Cudi, you know what I mean? Anybody who's making music right now around my age can't say he didn't influence them. You know, like, they can't. Like, I'm sorry. Not if you're serious about it. Like.
Shit show. You know, being here in Dallas, do you ever fear being an artist, especially the bigger that you get?
Yes. Fear is real, and I think people who walk around, they're like, I fear nothing. Like, that's a great mentality and everything. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's cool. But I personally know that some things are scary. And, like, when you start to climb that mountain, it starts looking higher than you thought it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there are times, bro, like, I get timid about it. And I'm like, yo, you know, like, what are you going to say whenever this happens? Or what are you going to do when this happens? Like, what if you fuck up here? Or what if you do that? Like, but those thoughts are becoming more minuscule every day. You know what I'm saying? It's getting to the point where I'm like, bro, fuck off, bro. I know I got this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck this. Like, you know, so that's really what it comes down to. You know, I think, honestly, it's just that, just tackling the mental health of it all, bro, honestly.
Being able to control that.
Being able to control it, bro. It takes a lot of fucking mental fortitude to do this shit. Like, a lot of money, too. For
sure, bro. For sure. And like you said, you know, sometimes, you know, even yourself, you kind of put yourself in that hole, and you're just like, fuck, what if I fuck up this? What if I do that? And it's just like, even inside battles and outside battles, because bro, the bigger that you get, the more hate you will get,
dude,
the more all this and that. You know, the internet comments, bro. The internet comments be having me laughing,
dying, bro. and then I think that's the thing too. It's like, you got to be able to take a fucking joke, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna become the butt of somebody's joke at some point, bro. Like, I don't care who you are. Drake done been people's jokes. Like, for a long time, he got fucking made fun of for being the lover boy. But now look at him, bro. Certified lover boy. So fucking millions, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ran off with that, though. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like, you know, I mean, you need to be able to take the punches and run with them, bro. If you can't, then this shit ain't for you. You know, like, that's how I feel about people when it comes to that. Because, I mean, I be seeing artists respond to fucking hate on their shit, and I'm like, bro, let that shit roll off the shit. Bro, who is this person? You don't know this person, bro. Like, let them fucking go, bro. They don't know you. They don't, you know what I'm saying?
That's facts, bro. If you're going to laugh at the joke, sooner or later it's going to turn on you, too, and you got to be ready, bro.
Exactly.
But, you know, that's just part of the game.
Exactly.
What would you say is the biggest misconception of you? Like, whenever it comes to whether it be you as a person, as an artist.
I think it's my image. You know what I'm saying? I think when people, and maybe this might be me in my head, but I think when people look at me, they see something completely different as to what actually lies inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that there's a lot of like view into like, oh, well, this is a person that obviously is like been through it, like XYZ, but they don't see like what it is that has been overcome through the shit that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people like me and this, like, that have been felons, have done some stupid ass shit in our lives, bro, have been shown that, like, you walking through a door, you know what I'm saying, and they see you and they see what the fuck you've done, they're like, hey,
automatically like,
who are you?
Whoa,
you know what I'm
whoa,
saying? Like, you know, but you don't know who we are, you know what I'm saying, as people, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that, like, I've learned to accept it as myself. That's why I got the face tat done, was because of that fact. Like, I already got this felony on my record. People are already gonna judge who the fuck I am. Even before I got the felony, people were gonna want to judge me, you know what I'm saying? So why is it that I should limit myself on what I would want to do with my body, with myself, with my future, based on anybody else? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people do that. You know, you're raised to do what your parents would want you to do, to be proud and all that shit, and that's cool, like, whatever. But like, you want to make yourself proud too, right? You don't want to fucking do what you do and then, you know, people giving you pats on the back but you looking like this. You know what I'm saying? So
see, that's so true, bro, because it's funny because, like, I was watching a video about that, how, like, so many parents, they'll tell their kids, do this, do that, but, like, they didn't do that shit in their life, you know? It's like, you can't just try to live your life in your kid's life, you know? At the end of the day, like, that's their life. If they want to do that, hell yeah, like, for sure, you'll be there to support. But if the kid wants to take a different route, you know,
let him go, dude. Let him go. My mom was the worst about that, bro. I grew up in a fucking Hispanic household, bro.
Hispanic
you know what I'm
household's
saying?
weird.
My mom was like, Mira, you're either gonna fucking play baseball, okay, or you're gonna fucking be a lawyer, okay? I was like, bro, no, Ma, I don't want to be
A or B. Like, ain't nothing else.
Like, I still ended up playing basketball in high school. I got hurt. I was like, see, Ma, like, see what I told you? Like, I wasn't meant to do this shit, you know, like. But it's so funny, bro. Like, I think a lot of people, you know, they live subconsciously even. They may not even be thinking, like, hey, I want to do this because of my mom. Yeah. Like, some people do. Like, and that's respectable, especially people with lost parents and shit. Rest in peace of those. But, like, some people also, like, you know what I'm saying? They do it, and they're like, nah, like, this isn't the reason why I need to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only doing this because of somebody else. Like, you take that step back, and you're like, hold on, dude. Wait, I spent fucking 4 years in college and I don't know what I want to do with my life.
Got all the student debt, got all this and that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, fuck.
But just cool. Like, everybody who didn't graduate, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who's in college this year, do your thing. But I just feel like, you know, everybody's got a lane. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's not black and white like they tell you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, growing up, it's just like, it's institutionalized. I saw something said, like, the fucking education system is just like the correctional system, bro. And it is. Look at the buses, look at the cafeterias, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are fucking identical, bro. Like, we're literally trained. It's like a fucking, like, a tunnel way, school to prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you literally have this confinement of mind, you know what I'm saying, that I think people get stuck in after a while. And they're like, hey, you know, I'm used to this, like, you know, herding of people, of doing what everybody else is doing all the time. So, and then when you go out into the world, all you do is see other people and you're like, I should be living like that. I should be doing that. Why am I not doing that? You know what I'm saying?
I feel that way, like, you know, like you were saying, because that's something I kind of had to go through. You know, I went through the whole process of going to school, getting my degree. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it was like to make my parents proud. Yeah. But now it's like, bro, I'm a financial advisor. What
you got a degree in? Financial advisor?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And a podcaster, a music podcaster.
Yeah, hey, man.
But this is what I love,
That's
you know?
what you love, yeah.
It's different from, like, damn, I'm trying to get this money type shit. Yeah. This is like the passion, the drive.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't feel like work.
It's a risk, man. It's a risk that is the most beautiful risk, I think, bro. Because like you said, it doesn't feel like work. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because my mom, even though she would push all that shit, she's like, hey, when you get older, make sure that whatever you do, you know, it's what you love, and you never have to work a day in your life. You know what I'm saying? Well, Ma, I don't like basketball and I don't like law. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Like, so I think that is true though, what she said. You know, and I think, you know, I mean, if you do what you love, it doesn't matter whether you get paid for it or not, bro. You're just doing it because you love it. Like, and now, don't get me wrong, we need money to survive. That's why I got a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? Like, otherwise, I'd just be fucking just rapping in my closet all day and I'd be fine with it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even worry about getting big because I ain't got to worry about fucking providing for a family, but I do have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? That's a reality for me. So I make that happen regardless of what's going on in my life. And I think that, you know, one day I ain't going to have to fucking clock in no more. You know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah, sooner or or later.
Yes, sir.
It's a good feeling too, bro. Like just being able to be doing what you love, man.
Yeah, full time, bro. Yeah, that's a dream, bro. For real, that's it right there, for real. And I know I'm going towards the right direction, so that's why like I look at myself, bro, and I'm like, you know what, dude, just keep pushing through it. Every time you look at your boss, you want someone to fuck off, just go back and do the same.
I'm closer now to where I was before. You know, might as well. But you know, once it's all said and done, what is the legacy that you want to leave behind? Whenever they say Simbolikk.
Unification. Like no judgment of how you look, what you believe in, fucking your thought process, fucking where you came from, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, just pure connection with people, you know what I'm saying? I want to be that person that like people remember was like, damn, bro, like he was the reason me and you met, you know what I'm saying? Like he's the reason why we met. This is the reason why I even was able to do this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be that inspiration in people's lives to just become better, bro, you know? So like whenever people look back and they're like, oh, who was Simbolikk, who was Ben, you know what I'm saying? Like that was a person that like actually cared about who I was and the people around me, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all, bro. I just want to leave that positive impact, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what form that comes, but as long as it's there, that's what matters, you know what I'm saying? And you know, legacies come and they go, and so like I feel like people will remember everything that I've ever said, but they don't remember what I meant, you know what I'm saying? So like some people that are close to me will be like, hey man, I was there, I know what he meant. People will always take what you said and they might twist it, turn it, whatever. So like your legacy may not even be what you want by the end of it all, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of people like JFK, right? He wanted to fucking tell everybody about what happened with the USA. He died and nobody figured out his message, you know? So that's how I feel about it, you know?
That's true. That's true. Damn, that's a good point, bro. Because like you said, sometimes you don't even have that control.
Nah. Not
so,
at all.
Not at all. Just live your life and
you could want the legacy and push towards it, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to do, but I think it gets to a point where, like I said, people are gonna, you know, take off with it what they want, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully that's just a good thing, you know what I mean?
For sure. So, you know, you've been an artist. If somebody is watching this that's a new artist or they want to get into the game, what is a major lesson that you've learned that you want to give them, and a little free game? Don't let your head get too big. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ever. Like, stay humble always. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen more than what you speak.
Yeah.
That's one that I even have a hard time with sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But also, make it about what you love. Like, keep it about what you love. Never forget, like, why you're doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because people, they are going to try to change what you love, no matter what you think. Like, there are people that come through, listen to my music, and some people may have critiques, and some people come through and they just straight up want to change my sound. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, like, I'm not your artist. I'm not you. Like, you want to make a song, there's a mic right there. You know what I'm saying? So
people always want to do that, right? Like, you should do this, you should do that. Like, damn, you do it then.
What are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for sure. Yeah, straight up. Like, that's why I only take, like, you know, they say don't take advice from anybody who ain't where you want to be or who isn't there with you always. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like Ness, she throws the advice out. I'm like, bro, hell yeah. Like, I'm going to take that because, like,
you see to that point,
You know what I'm saying? You're still there with me every day. I know your intentions are pure. You know what I'm saying? But, like, question anybody who critiques you before congratulating you, right? You know what I'm saying?
I like that. So, you know, love this sit down, bro. Anything that you want to let the people know before we head out?
Hey,
how could they contact you? All that good stuff.
Hey, look out, man. It's your boy Simbolikk. I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying, you had me out here today, bro. Like, that's the first thing I want to say. Secondly, look out for some new projects, like I said, from Ness. She's got my energy coming through. I got another artist coming out with another project. We is also coming very, very soon. If you want to see me or contact me, you can follow me on my Instagram. It's at the Kundalini Kid. Honestly, I'm on all platforms, so it don't matter where you want to listen to me, just listen to me and you will fucking love it. You listen to Ness and you will love that, and there's just more shit coming around.
Just wait on it.
More shit coming around for sure. And I'm planning on doing shows and whatnot. I haven't done a performance in a minute. It's been about 6 months or so. I did with Ice Cream. It's an EDM collective out here that just started doing like hip hop shows and whatnot, but also at the same time I also want to make sure, like, you know, you're going to do a show, you sell tickets. You know what I'm saying? So I want to sell tickets first, do a show. You know what I'm saying? So if I can't fill it out, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want people to be able to be there so that you listen. You can perform in front of 2 people, but at the end of the day, those 2 people don't want to tell nobody then.
Yeah. Shit, you got this, bro. Best of luck.
There you go. You already know.
All right, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, get notified whenever we drop new content. And we out. Peace. Simbolikk.
Bang.